Hey, what's up? It's Shea Smith here, former IBF junior middleweight champion of the world. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Sporting Icons. Chip.
Now, ever since Deontay Wilder got humiliated, and that's pretty much the only one I can come up with, by Tyson Fury back in February, where Tyson Fury won the WBC Heavyweight World Title, of course, kept it lineal, and won the vacant Ring Magazine title. All we've heard is like a lot of excuses. His suit, the glove gate, they had to go back to 2018 to look for excuses from the first fight. Some of them even went all the way back to 2015 with Tyson Fury's UK case. But the truth is that Tyson Fury just beat up Deontay Wilder. He just bashed him around. He flushed his head down the toilet. Get your head down there. And why do you think Mark Breeden threw in the towel? It wasn't just to end the fight. It was to dry Deontay Wilder's head after being flushed down the toilet. And as a consequence of that, Deontay Wilder, his career could pretty much be in the balance right now. It's on the spiral down the toilet, along with that 120 million that he turned down from Anthony Joshua for undisputed. So things went from pretty pathetic to almost over for him. Now, is it over in the broad sense of his career? No, not really. But as far as Wilder's concerned, yes, I think it probably is in his mind, because he's never really been into boxing. But Deontay Wilder, he spoke about how he doesn't want to give excuses. No, of course not, because the suit had nothing to do with it, right? But anyway, this is what Deontay Wilder had to say recently, or I'm presuming recently, because the article is only a few hours old. Anyway, this is what Deontay Wilder had to say. I just wasn't in there. My whole body, everything. But it's going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. Trust me, I'm looking forward to getting back in there. I'll do what I got to do. I don't want to say too much. I don't want people to feel like I'm making any excuses or anything like that. But I'm happy, I'm in full health, and I'm coming back stronger than ever. That is Deontay Wilder's statement. Now, he can say about, I just wasn't there, my whole body. I think what happened is from round number 3, when Tyson Fury knocked him to the canvas, I think Deontay Wilder's soul came out of his body. And since then, Tyson Fury, he's pretty much been walking around with the soul of Deontay Wilder's head on a pike, okay? Because at the end of the day, it was pretty bad, and especially from round number 3. I mean, we could see the writing was on the wall way before round 3, but from round 3, it spiraled out of control. And I think a lot of people find it quite funny what happened with Wilder because of the way that he reacted with Anthony Joshua. And it was almost a carbon copy of how that fight with Joshua and Ruiz went. When Joshua got hurt in round number 3, he went down and things went on and the fight got stopped in round number 7. Same thing happened here with Wilder. So when you throw stones, look at your surroundings. Are you stood in a glass house? That's what it is. So with Deontay Wilder saying, I'm not coming out with excuses, I mean, it's kind of true. He hasn't been coming out with excuses so far. The only thing that apparently he said is about the costume that weighed 45 pounds or whatever it was. Even though the manufacturers of that suit, 2 guys who made it, come out and said that actually it weighed 26 pounds. Okay. But even if it did weigh 40 odd pounds, Deontay Wilder was on Joe Rogan about a year or so ago saying how he trains in a backpack that's over 40 pounds. He does sprints and that with it. So is it really that much of a problem for a suit? I'll probably think not. But either way, it is what it is. If he really feels it's his suit, then it's his suit. What are you supposed to do about it? Now, he can say that the batteries helped weigh it down because he was trying it on beforehand. Really? What, a couple of AAA batteries? Come on now. That's all you would need to light up those eyes on that costume. It is a fantastic costume, let's be honest. I mean, I wouldn't mind owning it myself, to be honest with you. Although I'm sure Wilder's probably smashed it to pieces by now. But it's just the excuses, mainly from the fans. But people will look at it and think, okay, well, they're the excuses that Wilder's saying. Even though he's not the one saying it. He's not coming out with Glovegate. He's not coming out with all these other kind of conspiracies about him potentially being spiked or whatever it may be before the fight. That's why he was drained. And I mean, his out-of-body experience. And I mean, come on now. The whole thing's absolutely laughable. So for him to say, I'm not coming out with any excuses, while it's true, he's also not coming out and saying to his fan base, listen, you're making me look weak with all these excuses about Glovegate and this, that, and the other. You're making me look pathetic. He hasn't said that. He hasn't come out and said no. The gloves from the first fight, even if there was something wrong with them, had nothing to do with a rematch. Nothing to do with it whatsoever. Even though there was nothing wrong with those gloves, by the way. But again, with Tyson Fury, with the whole UCAD situation from 2015, of course, it was made public in 2016, so 18 months after. Again, what's that got to do with the fact that Tyson Fury humiliated him? So when Wilder says, I don't want people to feel like I'm making any excuses, well, why don't you come out and correct a few people? Come out and correct your own fan base. That's what I would do, but here's what it is. Because ultimately, his fans have been going on about the floppy gloves, the UCAD, and the spiking of the drinks, and this, that, and the other. Wilder was poisoned, the suit was heavy, and all that kind of absolute garbage. Wilder's now going to have to face the press at some point where they're going to ask him his opinion on all this. Much unneeded questions that he doesn't need in his preparation for the third fight. So if I was him, I would have come out on social media already and come out with an Instagram post, whatever he does, and say, listen, it's complete hogwash. Or back it up and say, yeah, I think that's probably why. Just say something, all right? Anyway, that is what it is. Wilder's saying he doesn't want to make any excuses, but yeah, he's quite happy to let other people make them for him. Anyway, drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe, catch you all on the next video.